adjust some settings. That way you will get to see what I'm doing here. Perfect. There. Awesome. Okay, so I have all these pots up here. Let me come this way. All these pots up here that were just greenware, not glazed. And these I wanted to glaze today, and these were glazed and are ready to go to kiln. And these, yes, there are some greenware which my kids made. I'm gonna put it here. And there are quite a bit of kids pieces down here also. And I wanted to try glazing all of these today. So let's see how far we can go. Let me put a few pieces here. And while I'm putting here, I'll be able to show you what I am doing. So this is very hard to kind of get hold of all the details and techniques. But yeah, let's do glazing of this one. And I'll grab this cute little kitchen pot. Very pretty, right? Okay, I'm going to also get a planter. This has very beautiful, intricate details. Perfect. Let's put that over there. And let's just grab some of these bowls. And my favorite ways that was accidentally made, but I love it so much. Okay, and then cute little bowl, kind of like a Halloween bowl, but I wanted to call it as a different one. Okay, another kind of like a nice bowl, all the kitchen bowls, and this is my favorite shape. Look at that shape, isn't that cute? Hi. Okay, there are so many other pots that I'm planning on, and this one is a cute little pot with like a heart shape in there. Okay, and I also wanted to do all of these big giant ones. Where you see that? But I'm going to leave them here because they're quite a bit here, so I don't want it to take up too much space from there. So I'm going to start with this one. Nothing in my mind that I wanted to do. All these are kind of like random. So I just decide on what I want as I work my way along here. So let me just turn on this. Perfect. So for this one, the first step for me is to kind of like dip it in water so that my brush will just flow around smoothly. So let's do that real quick. How was your Friday so far? Not Friday, it's Saturday. But yeah, mine started with the green and fresh morning. I went outside in my garden and I spent very good time over there. That's my productive time. And in case if you don't know, I like to write journaling in my garden, but that's where I took some of the videos of the bees flying around. I love to share some of that just because it's not just for me, it's for everyone. Let me see, there is a message that, who is that? Okay, so this one, let's just do this one. I'm thinking to kind of have this one because this is very cute, right? I wanted to add not too much details, but maybe I'll just add like a teeny mini bits of dark red flowers because I wanted to add something dark, and then probably from there we can go. I'm using the satin matte red color, which is very beautiful. Let me show you what it turns out to. I do have this one kind of as an example. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's cute, right? So this is the red that actually this is an underglaze. Hold on. My bad. This is the one that it gets to, which is very close. But this is the red that I get. So I'm going to do pretty much similar with this one. Just a few hearts here and there. Not too much, hoping, because once I'm actually doing the work, I just get carried away with that. So we'll see how we end up. And I have realized that in the pottery, especially when I start with something, I just keep on going and I make something else that entirely is different from where I started. So that happens, but I still like the end product. Not that I don't like it. I love some of the end products, to be honest, and that's how I just proceed. Okay, so now I'm mixing all the glazes here. That's because this is kind of like a sandy part that's kind of like holds down at the bottom. So I'm just kind of cleaning that or mixing it and get it all not too much settled down so that the red that I'm going to use is very nice and pretty. Okay, so to start with, I just washed it in my bucket of water down here, which is very hard for me to show you, so I'm just going to go there. Okay, so just basically simple hearts that I'm going to do, which is, okay, let me show you once I'm done. Okay, there, you see that? That's what I'm going to do, and maybe I'll I'll do kind of like a cute little flowers with the hearts. You just basically have to touch at the bottom and at the side there, and that's much better visible. Okay, so like that, see that? And then I might be able to have two colors mixed in here because maybe I wanted to kind of like draw a green, kind of like a stem, very small one. Okay, there, that's done. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to make it like a straight, which I'm thinking to do like here and there randomly. And hi, those are some interesting names that I'm seeing. Thank you. Okay, so let's just keep going. And this brush is very handy when it comes to getting some of those details. It's not too thin. At the same time, it's not too thick. So let's just continue doing that. Thank you, whoever likes it. I like it as well. Okay. I'd like to hear what are your favorite hobbies that you like, because when it comes to weekends, I love to do more of this art kind of projects, and the pottery is what I like more. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to do a few extra of the teeny mini flowers. There, hopefully you can see that. Isn't that pretty? That's cute. That's cute. There, I'll just move on quickly from here. Okay, so no matter which side you turn, you'll be able to see these flowers. That's what I'm planning on. There, almost done. Since these are handmade, they can go a little here and there, but hopefully much closer to where I started. And I'm also thinking, what should I do for my next kind of pot that I have here? Let me show you this. Is it better to make it like a set? Yeah, maybe I'll make like a 3 bowl set kind of thing, because I have 3 of these which are very similar in shape but not so close. And this one has a bit of a heart here, and then it has like the details. There's a pattern to it, so I just wanted to kind of do pretty much highlighting the pattern here, and then red for the heart, or maybe lighter color for the heart, because I feel like I'm using way too much red. I need to change other colors. I don't know, for some reason I like to have a little bit of pop here and there, and then kind of the rest be subtle and yeah, just simple. Okay, there, that turned out cute. I'm sitting in the garage and it's very hot and it's sweating. So in a bit you will see me kind of like parched, but that's totally fine. When I'm focused, I can take all of that. I got some water just in case to drink. So how is the weather from where you're sitting, from where you are taking this video? Is it like too hot? Is it summer? Because I'm not really sure where you're all from. I don't know what. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Some more hearts. There we go. That's pretty. Okay, let's continue on the other side. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more here, and then we will be so close to be done. Put this one away. Place this one over here so I can see it a little better. Nice to catch all the glazes that are kind of dropping down too. There. this one is pretty much done, and I just wanted to add a few down the bottom here also. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to always highlight the initials that I have down at the bottom here, just so it won't be lost after I add glaze to it. Maybe just a coat, one or two. Just add it like that, and then I will add like a few of the hearts here. Flowers, if you will. That turned out a little wonky, but that's fine. Oh, there, that's much looking like a flower, but it's a messed up flower. That's totally fine. Okay, so I will let it dry and then take a second coat, and then once it's dry, it's okay to wipe out so that it will show up the initials. I just dip my sponge in water and like clean it so that it will show up the name. There, I don't know if that's visible, but it's CGH, and then there are some dots here and there. I'm gonna clean that. So I will also add a couple of, not actually a couple, but maybe just one in here in the middle. That'll be kind of like a cute little surprise inside the pot. Of course, it has to be empty, otherwise it's hard to see. Okay. I'll show you in a bit. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so as a highlight, I just wanted to add this also with some red glaze. So let me bring this one on top of my cake stand. This is actually a cake stand. Okay, so I'm going to add this here, and I just dip this brush. I'm not using too much, but I just am simply running this like that. It's okay if it does not has like fine lines. Just wanted to highlight it. Have to be very focused for getting that straight. I mean, close to straight. I'm not really trying for like a real straight, crisp line. But very focused here. And I'm really using the first glaze time, like first time when I glaze it, it dries out really fast, but the second time, because it turns out to be very soft already, it will take just a second more, but not too much. time. Once it's all done, we can always go back and fix them however we want. Okay, there we go. This one is kind of pretty much done. That's inside, that's from the side, and that's the border lines and the bottom. And I'm going to add, like I said, use a little bit of green here. I need a little bit of hunter green, maybe I'll use this one. So it's kind of like a dark green and turquoise. It's in middle. I'm gonna use that one and take another nice brush. I have all the brushes kind of set aside. So I'm using 00 brush, or it's one actually. So I'm using this one, and then I will dip this to get kind of like a sharp lines, not too sharp. In the past, I had like I said, this one is very detailed. This one is very detailed, right? I like that. So I'm gonna do similar like that. And let me start from inside. Okay. Okay, it's very hard, like this tall kind of thing sitting in the middle, so I have to move things here and there a little bit depending upon how I like to have it. Okay, there, that's bright. So I just wanted to add a couple more like that, right? Isn't that pretty? And then maybe I'll add the same green kind of like in the center. Yeah, maybe in the center, I think. But I'm gonna do that in the last, because when you add the same color multiple times, then I just feel like it's too many times, so I just tend to change there. So the center, probably I'll just add maybe, you know what, I do have a different color which pops up really well. This is kind of like a matte red, brick red. There was an extension, but I think I'm gonna add this one to the center so that it'll be even brighter. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, I think. And then maybe add just a little bit of a white dot. That looks pretty. That will be pretty, hopefully. So let me just do the same here. And then just add like that. It's kind of like a cute little stem. And then add a leaf here and there. There, it's not too much. Okay, like that, that's cute. Okay, and then I'm going to do the similar. Just wanted to kind of get some effect, but this brush did turn out a little differently. Okay, there we go. And then just add a few leaves here and there. There, isn't that pretty? Okay, and then do the same. I'm going to kind of repeat the pattern. Since this one is live, you have to watch me, unfortunately, so. But I enjoy the process, so feel free. And let's continue the same. because since our channel is all about pottery and greenery, I'm gonna use too many of these because I love them so much. There we go. I just wanted to add and keep the top kind of the piece that seals in place, because that will help me to glaze not run all around the bottle cap. So I'm gonna do that from like I will do that for all of my pretty much glazes that I have and under glazes. Okay, there, and then just a simple there. I'll change the direction on this one because on all the others I'm doing this way, but I'm gonna do it on the opposite. That's a small one, it's hard. There, that's done. Oh, there's one more left. Okay, well, that's pretty much done. I'll show you like that. Okay, and then there's one more left down at the bottom. Yeah, that one should be safe to place it like that. Clean it because I'm getting this glaze all over my hands. See how much glaze is left on the brush. Perfect. Okay, let's continue with adding our last one. There. That's the last one. Okay, and then I'm going to use the same brush to get the pop of the dark, what was that? It's, where did I put it? Oh, it's right underneath this bowl, I forgot. Okay. So I'm going to use this one. As long as this one is, after we add this one, as long as we add some clear glaze, it should be fine. Okay. It's just a dot, not too much. Just for the pop. Okay, I need to do the swirling. I'm going to take my long brushes here, and oh, it's pretty mixed already. Okay, technically I think I can get, because it's just a dot, I can get it from here, but I'm not sure if I get like the perfect dots, so I'm going to just wipe it and clean it so that'll be helpful for the next glaze batch. I mean to say glaze, I can use the same one. Okay, so the dot should be pretty precise. There, that's precise. And then it's kind of like a flowing consistency, so I have to be very careful and hold it like that until that one is kind of like settled. Let me see. Once in a while I try to take too much of chances, so I have quite a few pieces to glaze. I am I am continuing. Oops, there you go. There's this one is running. No problem. Just wipe it or clean it. Of course, I have to make a mess. Things happen. Okay, let me just clean it carefully. And then I will have to give a touch up. There, that's fine. There's that. I think I can do simply just wipe extra glaze, dab it like a dot. Another one. And then another one. There, it looks, oh, am I still on? Okay, that is now complete. Ta-da! This one looks a bit wet, but the rest of it is all good. And we can call this one as done. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I forgot the inside one. And I've seen a little bit of extra glaze that kind of touched while I was doing inside. There was some green, so I just wanted to add a little bit of circular. Okay, I'll show you real quick. There, that's cute. Hi, I've seen you the other day too. How are you doing, Smart Butterfly? That's kind of interesting name. Where are you connecting from and what's the time over there? Okay, so I'm going to put this one aside before I finally glaze it. How are you? I'm doing awesome. Of course, it's Saturday, nothing to complain. Okay, I'm going to do this planter. Like I said, there is a little bit of texture on it. Right, so you're from Dubai. Nice to meet you. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Well, thank you for joining. Do you do some of this? Sorry, I'm trying to talk and kind of like water this. This is the reason why I am doing this is because I want to get my brushes kind of running. 11:43. Wow. I'm kind of like in the middle. I go to sleep sometimes early, especially when it's school time. Thank you. It's very good. I don't know in case if you just logged in by the time this one ended. This is very pretty. I just finished that. Thank you. That means quite a bit. Thank you so much. Okay. And our time right now, I'm from California, so this one is 12:45. Our time is 12:45. Okay, so it's about 12 hours difference. Is it 12 hours? Yeah, it's about 12 hours difference from here to there. That's an interesting. Okay, so this one I'm thinking to kind of leave the inside because this is a planter. I'm going to use this for planting. So I will want it to just do it from a little bit over a centimeter, I guess. I'm gonna do from the top and then I'll do all the exterior. Yeah, wow. I don't know this. I'll have to come up with a contrast. Okay, so I think I'm seeing too many plant pots with this color, which is lavender mist, which is pretty close to what I think. And I have two options. Let me know which one kind of looks good with the green. I'm thinking this might look pretty also. What do you think, Smart Butterfly? I'm thinking you're still there because I honestly don't want you to feel um, um, kind of like struggling to decide. But lavender. Okay, let's go with that. Once this is done, definitely. Um, you know what? I think I should have. Oh, this is ocean theme, so I don't have butterfly, but I'm going to um, add a small butterfly with a different color just to remind you, sweet butterfly. So let's do that. I hope that'll show up. Okay, so let's just add this one. Kudos, I never used this one, so hopefully this turns out. I have a lot of textiles over there, but I never actually, I'm waiting to let them all fired with this batch because they're just a few textiles. They're pretty. Let me show you real quick how they are. Um, okay, so these are the textiles. Right now you can barely see any color. That's because I added glazes on top of it, but actually this is what I'm testing on. So there will be like once I have all this fired, I will be able to find out how they're going to be and I'll be able to take better decisions, how it will turn out, things like that. But I like all the glazes that I purchased because I like the colors. So yeah, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm taking this lavender and I'm doing that. So once I do this, it kind of covers all the patterns. So I'm thinking to add a little extra or 2 or 3 coats on the entire pot and just on just where I have the pattern, I'm going to just do 1 coat and the rest of the spots I'm going to make double coats. That way I'll be able to see the pattern and not too much will be lost. Because this doesn't have to be food safe anyways, I want the color to be popped. So yeah. Okay, so let's just do that real quick. You know what, last time I think I did this and it really helped me well. This smart, simple but smart things. Okay, now I have my 2 hands empty. I'll be able to work around. As you can see, this dried out so fast. I was just applying it. Of course, the sun here is scorching hot. And how will your weather be like, Smart Butterfly? Over there, is it like too hot? Of course, it is like hot that I know, but I'm not really sure what the temperatures will be reaching like. Now it's summer. Oh, okay. 41 degrees centigrade. Wow, that'll be hot too. Wow. I think ours is around, I think it's in 100-degree Fahrenheit. Probably around 36, 37. Oh wow, I know. It is too hot. What do you like? So can you recommend some things when we visit Dubai? Because I'm from India. When I do a layover in Dubai, and let's say if I want to visit Dubai, what do you think? What do you recommend for people like me um, go visit first? Thinking, thinking. I personally have seen so many, of course, on the internet that there's this hanging. Are you shopping lover? Not really expensive ones, but I like the cute and pretty ones, like art projects for sure. I'm not a fan of any expensive things like expensive handbags or Miracle Garden. Wow. Okay. That is kind of my thing. I love to visit gardens. I love to watch all the butterflies. I'm not sure if there is any like a butterfly garden here and there, but yeah, I love butterflies, honeybees. I don't know. I posted a shot this morning. I haven't seen, like, I normally don't see who watch, not that often. Once in a while, yes, I do go there because that's what I feel like posting at times. So when I was watching myself sitting in my Zen area, I watched bees and honeybees and all sorts of like, I call them free workers. Really, if you saw, you love it, love with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would love to. I'm hoping that I travel is also another of my favorite thing to do, and I've been kind of hoping if I get a chance, definitely I would stop by and go there because I know Dubai has all kinds of interesting things. Yeah, I've seen like in one of the videos, like a hanging dining area. That was interesting too. I'm like, I like adventure as well, but after I was pregnant, I think my body has changed a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely love to go. What will it be like? Hanging garden? I don't know if it's hanging garden. It's like where you just go get your dining experience. Your legs will be hanging all the way up from the air. There will be like a dining table set up, and then there will be chairs all around. I don't know what exactly it's called, but I'm calling it as like a hanging restaurant or hanging dining experience. Yeah, I'm really glad you know what I'm talking about because I saw it once and I'm like, this is super cool, but I wonder even if you lose one spoon or one plate, people down at the bottom, if they can walk, obviously, I think they take enough um, cautionary things. But yeah, if you lose one thing, hopefully they have enough cutlery over there to serve. But I think I would love to experience some of those as well, which I think it's going to be very nice to see or experience once in your lifetime. And yeah, what else? Hanging garden. I'm also don't know its name. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because okay, so there are my kids that are kind of like loving. But what are your favorite like? What have you visited recently? And is it fun? Do you like it? What kind of interesting things would you prefer going in Dubai, especially since you have been there and you might have visited a few places? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to target you. I hope you like. Oh, I didn't mean to target you. Feel free to share. If you don't, then it's totally fine. Okay, so let's just continue. Yeah, I'm going to wipe out the. Oh, you like nature too. Okay, no wonder why you got connected to me. I feel like nature connects like minds. And I love to do gardening. That's where my love for clay has started. So yeah, if you get a chance, please, please, please try pottery because it is going to give you a lot of down to earth experience, and it keeps you safe, grounded, and from thereafter you'll be able to see so many other things that you have never experienced, which I that's my personal experience. And I like to do authoring, like I like to do journaling, but I haven't done too many. I'm thinking to I'm writing a book right now, which I haven't discussed with many, not even my close family, but since you are joining, due to summer, we can go outside. We went to malls. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's more on the spiritual side because, like I said, after I started learning pottery, I got so much connected with me personally. I never have been like so open. To be honest, like I was shy enough that I cannot even share my face before. This, I would say, like this is my second round of me joining YouTube because I always have this thirst of showing something that's hidden quietly, silently, not known to too many people. But I just finally got courage. Recently, I gifted my daughter kids pottery making kit. Awesome, because that's where I started my journey as well. So if you can find some clay, just go and look around. Trust me, you will not regret other than washing your clothes. Because you have to be a bit careful when you are throwing them in the laundry. As long as you just clean out, it'll be totally fine. But yeah, it's an amazing experience. She's enjoying. With her, I'm also enjoying. Yeah, yeah, that's where I started, and now I just took it over a little beyond, and I honestly don't know where to add all the pieces that I've placed behind me. So yeah, it's kind of like an interesting journey for me. I personally like it, and it's quite an adventure. You learn yourself more than anything else and anybody else. So, yeah, start trying to get dirty, and things will definitely calm down and calm you down because that's my personal experience. And I've learned so much about myself and how I do things differently, how I focus, how I do like mindful things. But yeah, this is quite an interesting concept. Yeah, I just got myself. I started with my kids, my kids pottery wheel, which is like this small. I got it off of Amazon, and thank you so much. I'm really happy that you like it. um, and so yeah, so all these pieces that I got is from like one of the stores. After I started, like okay, this is lavender. That's hard to see all the details, but once it's all done and fired, I'm interested to see. Oh, I forgot, not to forget, the little butterfly that I meant to add. I wanted to add it up at the top here, maybe like this. So smart butterfly. I don't know how smart butterfly will be, but I'll try to add just the butterfly for now because I'll try. I'll try how it ends up. I'm gonna do red. Is red okay with you, smart butterfly, or you prefer a different color? Red. Okay, I think it's okay. Because I'm pretty much done with my first one, so let's just say. So when I'm in my meetings, if I don't like if um, my boss or anybody don't hear any answer, they just move on and they say, okay, that's good. Thank you for saying okay. But yeah, it's kind of like a random experience. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do like a, because you said you have a kid, I'm going to do like that, a small one instead of like a giant one. Which I'm saying you, I like to do painting, but I like to kind of go with I don't know, like I can't draw out of my brain, but I can try to get something that's close, which I do have quite a bit, quite a few paintings that I did sitting inside, waiting to be shown. But yeah, okay, there. Let me show you. I have to cover this one. That's butterfly, close to butterfly. And I'm going to just add, like, I'm thinking to add the darker one with this tiny brush. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of black so that I'm trying. So I want like the brush to be very thin. Unfortunately, this brush seems to be making thicker lines, but yeah, close enough, but I will try to get it like a little bit better in shape. um, Maybe I'll just add a few colors because a lot of kids like butterfly with rainbows too, so let's just do that. I'll just add a few underglazes that I have. I have to add like more than one coat just because the glaze will fade out, so I have to do like 2 to 3 coats at least, because it's interesting enough that how hot it has to become for all the glazes to melt, because technically um, these glazes are you're welcome. These glazes are made of sand, a lot of other materials which I'm not quite sure, but let's just call it, like in layman's terminology, sand, silica, something, but yeah. And once you add that, and then obviously you can imagine the volcano is where lava gets formed. So it has to go all the way very hot for these glazes to melt like candle, and then it just slowly drips. If I add too much of temperature, which there is like called coning, meaning like, cone oh 04 is where I get this kind of like porous texture. And there are like, once I add that, will be after the cone 6 or cone 5 all the way up to cone 10. Maybe there's cone 20, I don't know, but I have seen only until cone 10. But okay, so I'm going to add like eyes and things like that for this one. Hopefully it'll turn out cute. But I'm gonna let this one dry because I wanted to add a little bit of detail later on. Okay, that's our second one. And then let's just do for the bottom one. Okay, now when it comes to this, what contrast would be good on this one? So the top, this one, and the bottom. I think when it's too uniform, it'll be way too much uniformity. So I feel like, which color should we do? How about yellow? Is it too much? Is it too much like that? Yellow. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Or should I go with quads? Where's my quads? Yeah. Okay, so this on this one. Maybe it'll look cute. I think it looks cute. What do you think? What do you all think? Yeah. Okay, let's just go with it. Smart butterfly. I like the name. It's very cute and interesting. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, I have a little bit of blue to it, but that's totally fine because when you get too many mixes of the glazes, it creates an interesting one. So let's just do that. Okay, so I'm excited to do this as my next one. We basically have nothing to do other than just adding some clear glaze. But this is like a satchel, a bag ways, if you will. Like we can add flowers, or this can be like a pencil holder. Um, what else can we do? I don't know. Maybe like add brushes. Like here we go. I'll just add a few just to get a basic idea. These are not clean ones, but there. Well, that's pretty. But I would honestly say, whether you call smart or if I feel like bad. Oh, yes. I feel connected to nature when people call with like um, some pretty names, not with like the mean or rude ones, but when you be called with or closest resemblance. But yeah, it's nice. I hope you don't get offended when I call you a smart butterfly because I'm not really trying to. It's very cute. I just wanted to pull that cuteness out. A pretty sweet butterfly. Okay, so okay, let's just do that. Hopefully this will be quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ta-da! So much done. Okay, it's very hard, right? Like the color right now is different versus when you fire it, it turns completely different. Like, for example, the what do you color? What color is this one? I was gonna talk to you about like that, and honestly, like red is close to red, but it's not like deep red. But it turns out like super deep red when I apply more than two coats. So I like it. It's totally good. But it's just is misleading. But that's just the way that glazes work. Okay, this is only my first coat. I'm going to wait for it to dry out because the more sandy it is, the more melting down and the more color pop up there will be. So yeah, and then I'm not gonna do it down the bottom even though I have a little bit of foot space there. It's not going to, so it is very necessary for us to consider um, that the bottom should be a little far away from the kiln shelf because when I put it like this, it is not supposed to touch the bottom. Like if I glaze it on the bottom, it is not supposed to touch the kiln. If it does, then it's gonna make a mess and I have to buy a new shelf. So for me to avoid that, I will try to just glaze the initials that I have here. And yeah, I like to have, I don't know, I started doing this because I have realized on my other pieces where my initials kind of faded. Like on this one was my initial piece. This one was like very okay-ish, but you can barely see my initials anywhere. Which are there one? Maybe not on this one. Oh yeah, there is. It's very hard to see, but that's where it is. So it's very hard. Like I said, it's not even visible. So I thought of doing a different approach for this batch. Um, let's just see. I'm just adding some red so that it goes inside the initials grooves, and then I will be able to wipe it out when it's all dried, and I'll be able to see the initials. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so this one I'm gonna use this again because this one is dried on this side. So I'm gonna use that and I will do towards the sides. And technically, like I said, I love to glaze on these and I don't want it to have too much visibility of the porous side. That's why I'm doing it because when it comes to like the inside the pot, we're going to add sand or like dirt in it. So pretty much it won't be visible and you want for the plants to have a little bit of breathing space and water to be seeped out. So that'll be very good when it comes to um, leaving it porous. Porous I mean to say like when you add water, it just kind of like takes the water down like completely. Like if I just add water, it just sucks water inside like that. This one I already made it wet, so it's gonna take a few minutes. But yeah. Whereas once I have glaze in there, it's not going to, it is food safe, meaning none of the food or water gets seeped in and it won't become moldy. So, okay, there we go. I will just apply it towards, because I have a little bit of texture uh, towards the face of this. So I am planning on doing that. Okay, so in case if you don't know, I'm gonna enlighten you on another topic which is called pinholes. I'm gonna let the water go out. Okay, I'll show you what pinholes means. Oh, my camera is very hard to focus, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's very hard for me to show, but there are some tiny holes that gets formed and those are called pinholes. So those holes are formed when there are some air bubbles. Um, so it's better, like sometimes they try to pop and like they make a mess. Um, or once they popped, they're out, it's not gonna be that nice. So I'll try to do like extra glazing just so it will be covered properly and we will be able to get a nice texture. Okay, so I'm going to wipe out the initials that I have. Okay, so technically this is another thing. Glazes are a bit expensive if you wanted to get your own glazes. They're a bit expensive, meaning for me personally, when I got this one. I have very few stores around me that related to or dedicated to pottery. Like there are two stores that are completely dedicated to pottery, at least the area where I live in. And these can cost anywhere from $15 to all the way up to like 30, 45. It really depends. Like this is another example. Like this one is let me show you. This one is a bit like, let me see how many ounces it is. It is 16 ounce bottle, and then this one is, if only I can find, where is it? I can't see. I can't see it. Probably this might be around 16. Oh, 473 or 1 pint. I'm not good at calculating, but I'll let you do the math. But yeah, this one is around maybe 16, I think. But yeah, it costed me about the same, anywhere between anywhere between 16 to $30 or $40. But yeah, it depends. And red is especially expensive because red, I don't know, maybe it's hard for them to get the red color from the nature, but red is pretty much expensive, which is what I've been told. Otherwise, I don't know. But yeah, red glaze and underglazes are expensive. So anybody out there are interested, you might want to invest a little bit on this hobby, which I used to do. I am still doing painting, um, and I don't have to spend as much as I am spending on this one. It's a bit expensive, but like I said, once you feel after, sorry, every time I'm like bending down, I'm using to wet my sponge to clean the excess glaze. Like I said, if it touches the bottom of the shelf, it's gonna be sticked. Um, so I don't want that to happen. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit expensive hobby if you would prefer to get yourself invested. Feel free. If not, the best way is to go find a pottery studio nearby, and you get to see amazing co-artists who has been either doing from a really long time or just started like you. Either way, you will be able to experience it. I hope you can hear me all along. Okay, there, it was an actor the whole time. I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to give you a hard time. Okay, because I just started noticing and there wasn't that blink. So, so sorry. Okay, so this bottom of the foot is also done. And I'm seeing a few missing spots, which I'm going to cover real quick because once I take it out, once I take the brush out of this, it's very hard for me to, like that way I'm wasting too much glaze also because this brush can hold quite a bit. It's like a fish tail, like a mermaid tail, you see that? But it can hold quite a bit. And just for a few pieces, you can exhaust your glaze quickly. So yeah, I'm just going to smartly wipe my brushes. So here's another thing. So I'm going to, I did like recorded a few other videos. So this is how I wash my brushes, and I will keep this water to make like a new color out of all these glazes that I'm using. So I'll show you because, okay, this was another bowl that I made, and I just my daughter mixed up so many colors, so I had to like put them all together and use it. And I like this color. It's kind of like a close to rose quartz, and this turned out really well. So I started like, okay, why can't I do that? Especially when I'm washing my heavy, like the brush that I have here. I am kind of like wasting too much of the glaze because this brush can hold way too much glaze. So I'm like adding some water and like simply, there is, as long as you see this sandy texture, which there's so much of the sandy texture of this one, which means it is technically a glaze that I made. And these are all pretty much the same, cone 5 to cone 10. So I basically did a few of them, which I'll show you what the color, once it's all dried out, is this color. It's kind of like a baby pink. It's cute, but I can't wait to find out what color I get. Where it says this is just the color. Like maybe this is where you can see a good comparison, right? So this is the actual glaze that was made up. And I can't wait to find out what color we're gonna get once this is all fired, which I'm hoping to finish all these pots by the end of today, and maybe tonight I'll be able to pop them in the kiln, which my kiln is gonna be ready for. But for that, I do have to make quite a bit of preparation, meaning I have to vacuum it, and I have to take all the um, I have to vacuum it, and I have to make sure the arrangement is like done multiple arrangements and things like that. So yeah. Anyways, there's that. And now I'm going to use the color that I made for these kind of things because this is not technically like a set that I made. So I'm going to use this random glaze that I'm going to find out. So every time when I use this glaze, it might be different because I have way too many variations that I'm mixing in one. Like for example, in this case, when I wash this brush, right? This time I'm adding a bit of red brick. What is it? Yeah, brick red. So whenever I'm adding a different color, it'll turn out to a different things. So it's not going, it might be close, but it's not going to be the same pretty much all the time. So yeah, okay. So I have this red, which I'm going to keep it because I wanted to add the markings, which interesting enough, I did not added my initials on this one. I missed it. Okay, bye. Sweet dreams. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I wish to see you tomorrow too. Okay. Um, bye bye. Good night. Okay, so I'm going to add like add my initials with the red glaze so that it won't be lost. I think that was my idea. I was thinking that to just add something so that I don't have to and because I've seen multiple pieces that are losing my initials, I decided to either do it that way, meaning I just add my initials and then add like glaze and then wipe it so that the initials will pop up, or I wanted to add directly with glaze my initials and see how that's going to be. So, okay. Oh, the first thing first, I have to clean it. Okay, this way there are two benefits. I have to let it dry, of course, but this way there will be two benefits. One is that this piece will be very much ready for me to do glazing, and the second one is I will be able to um, get my brush running and there won't be any dust that gets stuck to my brushes too. Okay, so this one is dry enough so quickly, and I'm going to add my initials, C, G, H. So yeah, I'm going to try both ways and then see how it is going to be. Ta-da! And I just wanted to add smiley because I want world to be a happy place. There we go. That's how it is. I'm sorry because my camera is doing the mirror image. You have to read them the other way around. Hopefully it is good on your side. But I'm going to do the second. Okay. Because like I said, for it to be shown darker, I have to do at least 2 coats. 2 to 3, it's fine. And then a little smiley guy reminds me to be happy as well. Okay, there we go. Are there any like graphic developers that signed in? Because I'm very much interested to get some new designs for my initials, so that way I'll be able to get some new signature. Okay, there we go. And then, like I said, I'm going to use all the leftover glazes after washing all the brushes that I have. So, and I have a spoon that I just throw in there because that will help me to mix it properly, and I will be able to get the dark color. Yeah, so let's find out. Okay, this is not just a one-hand job for sure. I need like my 2 hands. Okay, this one is dried out quite a bit, it seems, or it's too thick enough that it has to be scratched, or it has to be constantly wiped with my wet brushes. That way, like I said, it's close to red when I see it. Of course, it's a bit watery, but it's close to red. So yeah, I'm gonna find out what color I'm going to see once it's all dried out. Okay. And then where's my little bowl? There's that. And then I will just add it. You see now, it's very bright and very soft. Very, very soft. Okay, this one is trying to go on my initials, which I think I need to be smart enough to understand that this is watery, runny, and do not let it flow on my initials, but that's okay. We'll just redo it, not a big deal. Okay, so this is at this point, it's very beautiful. I wish this bowl can keep the color that I have right now, but we will have to find out. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. So inside there's that, and outside is this. We'll just wait for it to kind of dry out a little bit, and then use the second coat. Okay. So there is another one. I'm thinking to apply pretty much because I'm falling in love with the mixed color that I have, because it's kind of like a baby pink, which is very close to rose quartz. So I think I'm going to do that for this one as well. Awesome. Okay. There is such a beautiful intricate detail in this one. So this is what I thought. Again, change of plans. I'm thinking to just do this inside and use a pop of red on the outside for the color to show up. I personally think that any other color would not show up as bright as red, so I'm gonna use the brighter red. Okay. And I can't wait to do wheel throwing because I feel like that's very nice to do wheel throwing. Okay, there we go. And I want the outside color as red, and then I will wipe it just like how I was doing with my other one, but at least I will let this one dry out first, and in the meanwhile I will go, this one is dried out already, so I'm going to do the second coat, and we'll just continue with the game inside and outside with our little pots. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the second coat, but inside it's only first coat, so I'm going to do that now. There we go, just keep going. Isn't that pretty color? It looks so pretty. I love that, love, love, love that. So cute. Awesome. Okay, so I'm ready for the second coat on this one. This one is just made a mess, but it's okay. This can be cleaned out. I'm going to do inside one more time. That's so cute. That is so beautiful. Okay, and outside, ooh, this one seems to be leaking all over. And I'm thinking that this needs a bit of an extra coat, but I just wanted it to be finished inside. Once it's all dried out, I'm going to highlight the colors on this one, which the texture is very hard to capture, but at this point, that's what I'm going to do. And I will use pretty much the same with this one. It's kind of like a different ways that I tried, a different technique, and I made like a mixture of hand drawing, and I used my rib to get like the colors, and then two handles to kind of cutely hold it with just one hand. Like I said, again, this one can be used as a food safe one because the glazes that I'm using are all food safe, just other than just like the one that I had, which is of this one. This one is completely not food safe, but once I add it with like the clear glaze, it's gonna make food. It's gonna make it food safe. Okay, I washed it and I will let it dry. But in the meanwhile, I'll take this one. And I personally like this one so much. Isn't that so cute and pretty? I made like a similar one which is sitting right there up on the shelf, and that's gonna be very similar to this one. This one has like the lid, but the other one that I made lip, but the other one that I made is without lip, and I feel like this is adorable. And it has like a stand kind of to to uh, to let them sit. It's cute. So I washed this one as well. And this one, I don't have to do too much other than just adding some clear glaze. So, well, you know what? I lied. I have to have a different color inside because otherwise it will be porous. That's why I put it here. So which color should I do that will look good with this one? Should I do green or should I do, probably I'll throw, which one should be good with this one? Let me see. Oatmeal? It's funny the name, but yeah, it's called oatmeal, not lime. There we go. So how about oatmeal on it? Yeah, I think this will probably be good. So I'm going to use that one in the inside of this one so I don't have to take too many. Let's make our decision simple. I mean, I don't know if you can see. Look at that bright, beautiful orangey. Isn't that cute? That is cute. Okay. Let's just get this thing. And I will be able to get my fan brush, and then I will be able to do some oatmeal color, which I think it's gonna be quite decent. Okay, because the work is already done on the outside, I just have to brush it in inside, which is pretty simple and straightforward, right? There. Okay, I mixed it already, so not too much of a work that needs to be done with this glaze, but I gotta tell you today it's very productive that I finished harvesting my vegetables from the garden, and we had like a bit of a family family time, and here I am finishing my favorite hobby, which is it seems to be very productive for me, and I hope it is the same for everybody. Okay, I should be able to wipe out. I mean, I'm making a mess. It's hard to see, but I'm making a mess. I'll be able to wipe out inside once it's all done. And you cannot control some of these glazes because some are runny and some are super thick. Um, when I was doing air the other day, my kids tried to help me getting some water, and I was like pouring more and more water, but still wasn't enough. So I had to get like add too much more water to that. Okay, there we go. We're pretty much there. Awesome. Okay, so this one is pretty much done. I mean, for this one, it's okay for inside to be like one coat. And I wanted it to be dried out a little bit, and I'll be able to add like the clear glaze on this one. It's going super fast. Okay, so this one, which color should I do on this one? I'm basically thinking that it would be nice if I do something that I haven't used before. So I am going to use, again, clean it, because right now I'm pretty much done with doing this glaze here. Let me just use up all that I have on this one, and then I will be able to clean it. And I'm cleaning my brush. Like I said, this is another example. So I'll basically just dip in the extra glaze that I have, and I'll dip it in a cleaner version of the water that I have sitting there. Okay, so it's at least back to its color, and I'm going to clean out these edges. Okay, this is very nice because it's all dried out already, because this is under glaze, so I don't have to work too much for it to be not cleaned out. And I personally feel like once I had it done in the greenware, this is very easy for me to personally work with the glazed ones, so I don't have to worry too much about wiping out the edges or anything. So it's coming pretty well. It's hard for me to show you in the camera because I'm still wiping out this side, oops, this side, but as you can see, the other side, it's all good and nice and clean. Okay, this went pretty well. I'm hoping to do more of these because I like to do more textured but clearly visible ones. So I basically took like the pin tool, and I was able to get what I want with the pin tool that I have. So yeah, and I'm going to just, okay, so this one is done. Let me wash it a little bit more so that glaze won't be everywhere. There. Okay, wiping out my little handle guy. There, like that. Okay, so now back onto this one. I'm going to use a different one this time because I feel like using a different color that I haven't worked with, which is this greenish. I'm not really quite sure how it's going to be because when I put things in this one, it's black. I don't know how I like it. Especially it said 3 coats to cone 4 bisque, allow it to dry between coats, glaze fire to cone 5 and 6. Okay, so I think technically we can do glaze fire 5 and 6, and it's food safe. And I'm not quite sure, should I use this one, or maybe I'll wait until this one to be tested, because I don't want it to play with this cute little thing because I love it personally. This is so cute and adorable. So yeah, I'm going to use this one. which is also, it's called blue hydrangea. So I'm going to, I haven't used it before too. I'm not sure if my kids opened it. If not, this is kind of like, we're just opening it right now. Well, they did. Okay, that looks very cute color. It's like a paint, but it's not. Trust me, because there's a lot of sandy texture in it. So yeah. Oops, got the wrong brush. Another clearing step. Okay. There will be a lot of cleaning in this case, but yeah. Okay, let it sit there. This is the one that I want because it's only a small thing, so I'm gonna do it with my fan brush. And this one is already, I like the smell of it. It's so nice. Okay, so this one is looking pretty already with this. This is where I started. It's just one coat, not even one coat. But I'm going to add a couple more on this one. Hello everyone out there. How's your weekend treating you? Okay, let's just do this. How is it so far? Is it hot where you're staying? Is it cold? I personally like the weather because to get weather updates from if people are logging in from different places, because it's California and there's so much hot here. So okay, I will show you. I think it's going to give a little bit of pop. You see all the sandy particles, so they're going to be popped. So I have to be careful not using clear glaze because it did not instructed regarding that, and it is kind of glazed and food safe, so I don't have to use any additional ones. Blue hydrangea purple glaze that contains yellow and white crystals. As the crystals melt, large with white blooms and smaller yellow speckles appear in the glaze, with blooms and smaller yellow specks appear in the glaze. Well, technically it didn't say what's going to be if I use it with clear glaze. That's why we need a lot of testing samples, which those are going to go with this batch. The clear glazes, like the testing samples, I mean to say. But yeah, okay. We'll just experiment and learn, I guess, this time. Okay, and I have to still wipe out the bottom and get the name highlighted, but I'm getting my glaze all over. Right, okay. There, just have to fill half of it. This is only my first coat, so I'll have to do a couple more at least. And I'm hoping it's going to be food safe. I mean, it is food safe as per this label, but I'm not really sure how the feel of it is going to be. So you and I are going to find out at the same time. Okay. There's a lot of sandy kind of texture because all that is getting onto this bowl is all sitting down at the bottom. It has to be like shaped quite a lot. Or it has to be, oops, you see that drippy glaze? There's a lot of drippiness going on here. That's why, because I'm going to make a mess, I normally add like a cloth kind of thing underneath, so that I'll be able to clean it, but it's fine. I'll be able to wipe it with sponge also. There we go. Everything in pottery is like a lesson to be learned. Even when you get it like all as expected, still learn a lesson that how it will be with this texture and everything. If it is not the way that it turned out that you expected, still learn the lesson that this is what you learn, right? So do that, add it. Okay, nice. There. It looks very different from the texture. It's very interesting. Okay, I'll let that dry and I will be using my second coat on this one with the glaze that I made. Ooh, we have extra glaze to add this time. So there's, like I said, there's going to be a little bit of difference from where we start using this glaze and where we end up, because excuse me. So this one is going to be, again, I'm going to add 2 more coats on this one because I wanted to find out what color it turns out to. Okay, that's very pop, bright, pinky, pink red. I cannot seriously wait to find out what color I'm going to get this time, because handmade pot, handmade design, handmade texture, handmade coloring and everything is going to be nice. Okay, so it's drippy. Pottery is very messy, but if you enjoy the process, you would fall in love with it. Okay, I'm going to add 1 more. There. It's very soft and gentle and it's very shiny. Very satisfying when I'm applying the glaze. Okay, I will let it sit there and I'll come back to my previous one that I just used. The same color on this one. I'm using it on the inside. I wanted to get it all done on the inside. Let this one out of my way. And then I'm going to simply pull it outside this time because I circled it last. And technically I think I can practice dipping it like that, which probably will be very fast and quick and easy. Okay, this is round 2. Because it's very thin, I wanted to add like a couple more times, maybe 2 more coats. Okay, look at that, that's cute. Okay, so that one is done, and I think I'm going to use the same on the inside, and on the outside I'll make it a different color, just the way that I did with my other one. I have to be honest, rather than store-bought one, this one seems to be very easy and quick for me to finish the glazing on these. Okay, you see, this one is pretty much done on the inside, and I'll have to wait for it to wipe out on the sides because it can get messy when I'm doing it even the second time and third time. So I'm going to do these as well, which I think I started with this one in case if you missed it. There is, I'll show you, there is this one, which is going to be very brighter and red, right? So I'm going to do the same kind of thing with this and this one as well. Okay, so let's just do that. Going to move these aside. Once they're pretty much done, and I'll put it right here, so that will be a good reference. And I'm using this one because it is very easy, and I forgot that I need to clean it just because there's a lot of dirt, especially on the pieces that I have, and my brush will flow super nice and easy. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to use the red one. Just wanted to wipe out the extra red, and then we'll make something pretty similar to this one. Like initials for sure. Just make a mess, and then it'll be fine later on once I wipe it. Just that let your glaze go seeped in, right? And then add that cute little heart. Should I do heart, or should I come up with a new design which looks pretty similar to this one? Should I do yellow poppies? Let me grab some of the stamps that I have, because I'm thinking what's going to happen if I stamp some of these, because it will be very different, which I thought of doing that. Let me grab some of the stamps that I have, and I'll be able to show you what I'm thinking. Okay, these are some of the, let me show you. Okay, so these are some of the stamps that I have. I'm going to use the stamps on, I'm thinking, let me show you what. So this, I should have probably used, because on one of the, as per one of the viewers, I probably would have done this one on my flower pot rather than me simply hand painting and making a mess. So I can either do this one, which is good, or I can go with these kind of like a funky one, which is going to be hard, I guess, because I have to do it on to the side, because there's a little bit of cute belly there. It's hard. So I think I should be doing either, okay, maybe this one will work. I have to clean it, but maybe this design will work, I think. It's very nice and detailed. So I'm thinking to use this one and see how that's going to be. I can't really tell because it has to be glazed more than once, and I might make a mess, but you never know if you don't experience it, right? And there's this one also, that's pretty. And that's a bit thicker comparatively, so let me put my options ready so that I'll be able to do a bit of comparison and I'll be able to go. Okay, so there's that. That's what I'm thinking also. And then there is, oh, this one is pretty. Maybe this will be good too. And this one is a good one. And glaze will be sticked in there, and it's very less chances that it's going to be messy. Or this one, which is very cute too, but like I said, again, there's a belly, so it's going to be hard for me to press it all the way down. So there is this daisy, this one. Again, if I'm doing it down at the bottom, it might be okay. So I have to eliminate some of these because of the reason that they are wide, and I cannot fit any of these that are wide. So my options at this point are, there are 3 options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Which one you personally like? I should be able to make it work if anyone wants to give me a suggestion, but option 1, option 2, option 3. Or maybe it's the other way around. Okay. I'm gonna see for two more seconds and I'll take a decision by myself if I don't hear. Poll ending in, option 1, option 2, option 3. So poll ending in tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3. I guess I'm gonna make a decision by myself. This one is what I think is gonna be good. It's gonna be a bit messy process, but I'm thinking to add some on the plate and give it a test. I can't really test, maybe I can simply wipe it out. So I'm thinking I scared all of these people away for sure. Okay. Okay. Thanks for joining back. I'm sorry if I put like a hard, I gave you a hard time. Okay, so I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use this one and I will add some of the glaze into this lid, right? And then spread it. I hope this is going to fit in the this design that I've decided on will be fit on this lid. It did. Okay, well, here comes the challenge. When I dip it in, it just goes to the grooves as well, so I might have to plan on how I'm doing this because it doesn't look like that easy. Okay, so this is how it is. Which some of the design is very easy to be messed up. So I'm going to take a rib and like wipe it and we'll have to see. Or yeah, I'll have to find out. Do I have a rib handy? There should be one that I see. Where is the rib? Let me go grab a rib real quick and I'll be back in a minute. Second. Okay, so I'm going to grab a rubber and there should be some more of this there. Found them all. So it's going to be like a stamp, like this one, and there is this rubber one. So I'm going to try it with this metal rib. Simply am going to wipe it like that. Well, it's going to take out the entire one, but I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to do here, because I don't. I have a slightest idea of what I want. So for it to work, instead of getting the highlight lines, I am going to, okay, it's like this, right? I'm taking out the excess glaze like that. We'll see what's gonna happen. Honestly, I don't know, so let's find out together. Okay, because my pot is upside down, I wanted it to be faced downwards. It's an interesting one. Let's find out together. Okay. Do you think it'll work? Do you think it won't? Do you think it'll work? Do you think it won't? Well, that's a mess. But are there any suggestions that you can give? Okay, if I use it one time, it's doing something, but if I wanted to use it multiple times, it's making a mess. Clear mess. Okay, so dip it in water, clear it, and try a different stamp and a different approach. I have water next to me in my bucket, so that's why I have to like do the bending part. Okay, so let's use our second option, which is right here. This one is already kind of like thick. So I'm gonna simply just dip it in and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so that's what it is. I mean, not bad, but never know. So I'm gonna flip it this time. What did I do? Oh, there's some glaze. Let's touch to this one. There, that's gone, all gone. Let's try this one. I'm gonna do it here. did not work. Okay, clean it. Option number 2 also failed. What should we try differently? How can we do things differently? How can we do it? We just do with this. I don't know, let's just see. Kind of like a rubber stamp. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is rubber stamp, but trial number 2. That kind of worked, right? But how do I want it to show completely and nice? How? Come on, Hima, you can think. Come up with an idea. How can we think? How can we go about it? Okay, trial number 3. One more time. Wipe it. Wipe it. It's like a nail art that I'm trying here, but it's not as deep as it should be. So let's see. One more, because I think we got close there. Kind of worked, but not entirely, right? Kind of worked. Okay, so try number 4, 5, I lost count. I'm going to use this one. I'll show you. This is very, very kind of like detailed. So let's find out if this is going to work or no. And if it does not work, if it not going to work, which I don't want it to put that out in the universe. It's going to work, let's say. But if it does not, then we can move on to a rotation for stamp. Okay. Okay, there, applied the glaze. It's kind of like a bit messy, but I hope something is going to be showed up. No, not really. I'll show you what happened in a bit. There, that's what I got, which is barely anything. Okay, trial. Next trial that I'm going to use a roller stamp, because roller stamp did work on a different kind of technique that I tried, and they're going to work on some of them, so we'll find out how will it work. So let's find out. I have like a similar kind, and I will see how it's going to be, and let's find out. I need a little bit of a kind of like a tray for me to do the rolling part, and we'll see, I guess. I want this one to be rolled somewhere. I don't want it to be on like a very, okay, let me get some plate kind of thing, and then we'll see. Okay, it's not as clean as I thought it would be, but this should work, right? It's kind of like a wooden plate, but it's very soft, so it'll be easy to clean. Smells so good. Dried clay. It's like the dirt smell when you have too much water. It's so good. Okay? Yeah, it's honestly very good. Okay, let's just try what I think it's going to do. So I'm going to add a little bit of Okay, just like kind of spraying it. I mean, rubbing it just so I'll be able to run. It's kind of like a smooth ice cream. Okay, and then here it is. Fingers crossed. Let's see. There's too much of a thing happening. Maybe I should thin it out a little bit. I'm struggling, but I hope we will end up achieving what we get. If not, at least we tried, right? Totally fine. I'm trying to spread it, not too thick. I'm trying to achieve this. Let's see. And I will have to wipe it because there's so much that's being attached to this one already. Are there any better ways that I can try? Are there? Can't think, but we'll see. Okay. There. I have to roll it multiple times just because I wanted to make sure. This seems to be okay, but we'll see. We'll find out. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I have to flip this one the other way around. Or this one. Too bad. Okay, maybe how about if I use it like this? I don't know what my kids are happy about, but they're really happy. Should have flipped it the other way. There, like that. Okay, makes sense. I'll tell you what I mean. So this one, if I put it like this, right, the flowers are going to be towards the bottom, which I want the flowers to be on the top. So I have to like take it and like flip it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This has to be like, again, mirror image. So this is how it is. When I put it right there, it will give at least what we want. So what did it even do? It gave something. Tiny lines. Okay, well, not everything turns out what we want, but we did not fail. Let's try one more. Oh, look. So on the wood, it's working. Okay. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. I put this one okay. So let me show you. I hope you can see it. So you see that the design right there is working just the way that it meant to be. So we'll see how it is going to be now. Okay, okay. Clean that. Trial number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So close, but I see the problem because it's not, sorry about that, but because it's not, it's kind of like has a stomach, it cannot fit all of that, but it's cute. It's very cute. And there will be a problem even if I do this because I have to exactly lay this design because I cannot just stick with one coat. It has to be multiple coats. So I can try doing underglazing and then I don't have to use too many coats. I'll be able to do that one more try. Okay, well, like I said, we're going to learn a lot. but just keep trying, don't give up. That's it. Okay, I'm trying to clean it real quick, and I'm going to clean this also. I haven't used too much glaze, at least. That's good. So it's always to test trials every time. Okay, so number 2, we're going to do that the same with this one. I'm using red, which I think I like this one too. Amethyst. So I like this color too. And we need to clean this. Sad, but it's okay. We're gonna achieve it somehow. Okay, let's just try it one more time. Let me put these away. There's so much going on here. So let me put these away. We don't need this one anymore. We're gonna put this aside. And there should be, I have all kinds of things here. That's okay. Okay, don't need this. And I'm going to use the amethyst, which is very bright and very nice, beautiful. Okay, so the plan is to do the same thing with this one, which is going to be difficult because we don't have too much of this. So let's try a different approach. Okay, and I'm simply going to just do 2 lines. Okay, like that. I hope that's visible. Just let me know if you're not seeing it. Okay, so now I'm going to use this roller thing and just roll it. Keep rolling it multiple times. Okay. Okay, that kind of sticked a little bit. I know it's hard, but hopefully it will work. Let's see. And I mean, the same issue. We're not getting the entire design. It's just some things are there, but we're not getting entire design. Seriously? Okay, so this one is not going to work, so I'm going to have to use what should I do? Trial number 108. That's totally fine. Let's just keep trying a different ways. But for now, I really like the combination because I like the color that we achieved here. But it just has to be, why don't I try once again with this one? Because this one, I don't know in case if, this one is very thin and it's very kind of like perfect. It doesn't have to be rolled too much, so we'll just try doing that. Gently apply it. And then let's see, fingers crossed. Okay, there's a little bit of design here, which I kind of missed. That's pretty. Ta-da! Not very much progress, but for sure it's a progress, right? So let's keep trying and we get somewhere. Okay, so I like it, but I wish it has a little bit more, kind of like a thickness. So I think let's just do that. one more time. Now that we know something is working, so we'll be able to do, let's try this side. Okay. Where are the flowers going? Okay, well, trial number 2. Did it work? I don't know. Should we try one more time? For sure. Let's keep trying. Okay, so let's just clean this and clean this. One more try, okay? One more try. And I don't want to use too much, but I think I know what I'm doing wrong here. Just keep rolling because I think I'm missing that beautiful flower or bud that's there. So I can still see that it's not. Just simply tap it. And let's do another try. Did it work? I don't know. You tell me. Did it work? I feel like that's funny. It did not work the way that this is supposed to be, right? You see that? That's not exactly what this is. It is totally different to what we achieved here. So let's try with another one we have, because we tried, this is our first stamp that we tried before. So let's put all of our stamps aside and we'll just try one more. Neatly clean this one. Clean this one as well. I'm really glad that this is stone, so it won't get any paint. But still, it's my baby, so let's see. We'll try not to hurt you more, okay? Okay, so I've applied it. Let's see. Just gently tap it. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Okay, just simply, I'm doing like an motion. Okay, that did work. Okay, let me show you. That's how it's going to be. I mean, that did work a lot. Although I'm missing a few pieces here and there. And no, thank you. I think I missed a few pieces. But I think that did work. I like it. Let's keep trying. Hi, Lino. Do you want to say hi?
Hi. We're just eating some snacks, that's all.
Okay. Okay, so let's just keep going. And we'll try it on this side. And even if it is a small thing that's missing, it's totally fine. Because it's working just the way that we want. There, that's working just cute. That's cute, isn't it? That's pretty. Okay, so let me put it close enough. And then let's try it on this way and keep doing it. Oh, we have another problem that this thing is thin enough that it kept drying. Okay, let's just do this thing quickly. There. Isn't that pretty? That's cute. Oh my gosh, it worked. Something worked, right? I love that. Okay, let's just keep doing. Sorry for the sounds. Okay, let's just continue from where we left off. There. That worked. That's pretty, I like it. Okay, let me just add some more glaze from the cap because this one is thick. I don't want this one to be thick because it's not coming the way that I want, so I want it to be like wiped out. so that it will not get into the stamp, right? Okay, just simply touch there. It's very beautiful. I think I should try another ways too. Okay, there, that's even prettier, right? That's even brighter and pretty. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. Okay, that's a bit too bright, but still that's fine. Ouch. Okay, let's just try one more. That's nice. We're at a tricky spot. Okay, should I try this one right now and like put it as like a special kind of detail, so that this way is like the front side of the bowl. Right? You can barely see the design because I'm testing out, but it's quite beautiful. So I think, excuse me, I think I'm gonna try the same, or maybe if this works, I'm gonna use these kind of at the top. So I'll tell you what I mean. Let me finish this one for now. I think I decided to just do this one as a continuation. Okay, there, we finished that. Now the next one, I'm going to use this stamp, which it's like a flower. I'm going to add these here, kind of like at different spots. I just clean this because I think it got like some red glaze from all the trial and errors, but so happy that it all worked out. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Just simply tap it, and just going to use it on the bottom first, because if it works, it works. If it does not, at least we'll, okay, it did work. That worked, right? That's nice. So I'm gonna apply the same. Should we use the same colors, or should we change the colors so that it will be like different one? Maybe we can do, there is this one that right now the one that I'm using is amethyst, and then there is red. Oops, that's red, that might be too bright. There's brown. I think we can give it brown. It's very, and there is green, there is turquoise. Should we try turquoise? Should we try turquoise? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay, let me just try this one inside. That way it will be very close to where we started on the bottom. Okay, and then use this one in the center. I don't have high hopes because when I was doing like the wheel throwing, it just went a little deep. So there was kind of like, that is still cute. Okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. That is still pretty. I like it, right? That's cute. Okay, so the next thing that we can do is use turquoise. I'm going to use turquoise, and I will kind of get this one onto, I'll use some brush to add this underglaze onto our, what should I call it, testing pad. Okay, and doesn't have to be too thick because it's the flower, so I can do like back and forth. Let's just try with amethyst, and where did I place my, okay, there it is. There it is. I thought it's lost. Okay, so I'm gonna switch between this. I'm gonna switch between this and like maybe another one here, like in a different V shape. So let's see how it's going to work. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to finish this one, this color, and then I'll switch on to the next one. You know what? There isn't enough room that I thought there would be. So, because if I put down here, it'll be too low. So I guess I need to do this and that and this and that. Okay. Okay. There's the second one. That came in a little wonky down at the bottom because I tried to fix it and it didn't work just the way you want. So keep doing. And I gave enough room so that there will be another one that can be fit. So there's the third one. I keep missing this bottom one. Wonder why. Okay, there's our third one. Okay, so now I know our underglazes do work with the stamps. I just want to make sure. I don't want it to like measure completely. Just want it to kind of like eyeball it. And then maybe one more. Because you can see that. Okay. And then let's do one more somewhere in the center. Okay, there. The one missed a spot, but I think that's totally fine. I just feel like we can use this one, the pedestal. What's it called? Sorry, sometimes I kind of mess the verbiage. Okay, so now time for turquoise. Fingers crossed again. Is it going to be too much visible? I don't know. Let's find out. There. Gosh, I did not wipe it, which is my bad. Okay, let's try wiping it. There. And then let's use turquoise one more time. Hopefully it just works the way that we want. This time. There. Not really. It's very... Okay, let me see on the other side. Not really. I don't know what's happening here. It's kind of like it's not working the way that it worked with the other color. Wasn't maybe bright enough, I guess. But I will try on a different spot. That one is okay, but the detail is definitely not as detailed as the amethyst. So let's find out. Let's find out. I'll just add a few more, and if we like it, then we're gonna use this color. If not, then I think we can... I'm making a mess inside. Okay, so far, what do you think? Do you like it? That is very much matching with this one. I did not realize it. Okay, so let me try to overdo it on, I mean not overdo, but try it on the top once again. Okay. Yeah, it's perfect, right? It's like the same colors that we have it on the hand key, which I haven't realized. It's pretty funny and funny. Okay. I think I like it. That's totally fine, right? Okay, this is the bottom. This is the top. It is still looking so cute and pretty. Okay, and that's the inside. I think I'm gonna leave it right there. That is so cute, adorable. I like it. Okay, so because I have like a little bit of spot left, I'm going to put a small dot of turquoise inside so that it finishes up the combination what we have here. Okay. Okay, so like that. That's pretty. Yay, we made it. Okay, so let's try the same technique on the different one. So this one, I'll show you where I started off. So this one is handmade. This one is stamped, still handmade, but they they can be a pretty set, right? I like it. Okay, so let's put them. Let's give it some time to rest. And this is my third one, a baby one on the set. So these three can be like a set. As you can see, those three are so pretty. So I'm going to try another technique on this one, I guess, or I might stick with the same one. Just wanted to find out, that's it. What works and what doesn't. Whatever comes to our mind. Okay, I wanted to cover up my initials so that it will show up once it's all completed, right? And then I will let it dry. Okay, so should we? I have another one here which I feel like I want to use. This is kind of like a cute bud. Should we try this one? Because I have the same colors, should we try the same colors or should we change the colors and see how that will work? I have the darker ones, which I have kind of like a green, hunter green, and this is going to be the color, which is close to turquoise, but it's a bit darker. As you can see, it's a bit darker, not too much. And what should we do? Okay, I'm thinking to use two different colors, maybe green. So this is the one. So maybe green for the stem and the leaf, and for the bud we can do red. So it's gonna be green and red. So if you haven't seen or if you just joined recently, this is the one that I did in the past. So I really like the pop of red and green. So I'm thinking to, this one is hand painted, and I wanted to do a similar one with this bud base. So let's give it a try and see what works. So for that we need red, and then, oops, that's too much. Okay, so let's just clean our brushes. And I have realized that I've been taking too much off underglaze, which there's only a bit left down the bottom, so I think I'm gonna use it carefully this time, because it turns out that we don't need all this much, right? Okay, so just use a little bit to dab it because it's a small piece. So this one is now okay, good. And I'm going to, where did I put the lid? There we go. And then I'm going to use green. I have quite a bit left on this one. Doesn't mean that I have to waste it, but using it carefully makes total sense for our future projects. Okay, so grab a little bit of it, and then I have to put right underneath the red, especially because I'm going to get the bud red color, and then the stem is going to be green color. Okay, it's pretty much the technique that most of the salons do use, I think, or most of the home nail artists do, because I used to do it as like 10 years ago. I think I tried that and it did work. Sometimes it don't completely, so I'm thinking is it, did I run out of charging? Nope, it still is working. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there it is. Again, the bud is going to be red and the bottom one is going to be green. So let's try. Very gently, I have to focus very gently. It's interesting. This is going to be interesting. I don't know, it's just a try, okay? I want the bud to be faced to the top. So you and I are going to find out at the same time. Look at that. Do you like it? I love it. That's pretty. Ooh, that's cute. That's very pretty. That's popping in really good. Okay, let's try one more time. I mean, a few more times. Okay. Oh, that is so happy to see it working so good. It's very, very nice and beautiful. Okay, so I don't want it to be kind of like industrial style, so I wanted to pop it. Oh, different places. Oh my gosh, it looks like real flowers, real stems. That is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm really happy that I tried this method. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, one more try. I think I got enough. I have to be really careful because I don't want the red bud to be touching this one. Okay, let's just do kind of uneven sides and uneven spots. Okay, there we go, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. You see that? That is so pretty, so cute. Okay, let's try. Where do you think we can do our next one? So it's kind of like a U shape. So I'm gonna let it fall gently. Okay, there. That's the fallen one. There. It's kind of like I'm doing the random spots because I don't like to keep it like the same. There, just gently applying colors. Ooh, this is going to be my new technique. Okay, there's one more so far. That's pretty. I love it so much. I cannot stop playing with these. Okay. I hope these are not going to change too much in the kiln process. Okay, there is another. So I'm not really doing the straight method or anything. It's just like some random ones. Okay. Okay, so one more. Where should I do? Maybe like that, or how should I? Okay, maybe like that. Ta-da! This is working so great. I like this stamp a lot. Okay. Okay, that did not turn out the way we want. It's totally fine. It's very light, and the rest of them are all kind of dark, but that's okay because I think I'm running. I'm using the same spot. Let me show you. I need to wipe it with a brush. I'm using like the same area for it to be working the way that I want. So let me just touch and let this middle underglaze come to the top, or maybe use a little bit more because that dried out so quickly. Right there, that's working fine. And I think we have too much red left, so that's okay. We don't need additional red color. There, gently come down. You red, you got it. There, that's pretty. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how we get it this time. Because before I ran out of the red and turquoise from the color. So you only have to do a few more. Ooh, down. Okay, should I retouch it? Maybe I will clean it and I'll have to try one more. Okay, so these two for some reason are kind of light, but still that's totally fine. It is going to work. Okay, I'm going to do inside. Just a flower or two, I guess. That's it, not more than. Turns out that I can do a few. Bigger that's inside. Okay, we'll try. There. It's kind of like getting into traditional, but that's okay. Okay, one more. It's getting lighter and lighter. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe because the stab is not taking as much as it used to before. But so far that's inside. It's very hard, right? So let me clean this last flower. It's very light. There, that's it. Isn't that good enough? That's beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. So pretty. Okay, nice. I love this one. Okay. I mean, I pretty much love everything that I'm experimenting a lot. I have water down here in my bucket, so I have to use some water to clean it. But this one is done too. Ta-da! Let me show you all three of these different techniques that I've used, different styles we got, different results we got. Okay, so these are the three, kind of like the set, right? The bottom one, put these two aside. Sorry, there were way too many. Here. Ta-da. Okay, we put these, move these aside. Okay. This one is handmade, hand painted. Right, that's the bottom of it. That's the inside. Right, this is pretty much what we got. I used the red glaze, kind of like a brick red in the center, and green turquoise. And inside there is like the same that I've tried, and bottom also the same. And the border is like the red, so it's going to be pop red. I use this a bit more, I would say. I think I use the same thing on the one that I had. Let me show you real quick. The back of this thing, let me show you. There. So you see the border that I used for this one? Isn't that pretty? So I kind of like that organically flowing. And I do use different kinds like that, which I just wanted like the red to pop the vase because the lips are very beautiful and everybody likes red on their lips. So do I on my pots. Sorry, that's maybe not a good joke, but yeah. Okay, so this is the second version of it with the pop of red. I mean, not red, sorry, the stamp, I meant to say. And I've used, what are those two? It's not purple, but it's amethyst and turquoise. Although turquoise did not end up just the way that we want, but I guess that's totally fine. It just worked out. My favorite are these flowers and these. So I think I'm gonna add a few dots here and there, like berries. And what do you think? Should we apply anything to the lips? Let me think. These are kind of like pretty good as is, but I just feel like just a little bit in there would pop it even brighter. Should we do green? Maybe because I have the underglazes kind of in there, should I use that? Because I just feel like just somehow pop it with a little bit of color. So let's see. Okay, so let's just see. Hi there. I'm not shooing away, but just saying hi because a lot of people are like disappearing after I say hi. So that's why I'm like trying to be myself and like be in my zone, just quietly working here. Not trying to be like saying anything to you, but as soon as I say hi, like everyone leaves. As soon as I ask them for poll questions, they're like, oh, we're shy, and then they just go, which I was there. I am still there. But I tried to change something, so I wanted to like come out of it. Okay, should I kind of like use this green so that it'll be like a stem? Maybe we can do that. Let's try. I mean, dots or stem? Dots or stem? You guys, please help me. Dots or stem? Uh, dots or stem? Dots or stem? Okay. You see, I think maybe dots. Maybe dots. Just like a beautiful, like a leaf kind of thing. Like that. Oops. Sorry. There we go, like that. It's not quite visible because I need to add some more green. I'm sure this is not going to be dark enough. And then like a small dot. It's hard to see, but it's hard. It's very hard, to be honest. It's very hard to stop when you are like in a flow. It's very hard to stop. So I'm having that problem right now. Okay, kind of like using the leaf effect for all these flowers. And in a random sides and random styles. So do there. If you're liking my work, go ahead and check out the channel. Do consider subscribing because that helps a lot. And it was very encouraging. For some reason, I always thought like I'm not doing it for subscribers, but when you know that more people are liking your art, that means the world and it matters a lot. So it's totally fine If you want some time, just consider subscribing if you like. But there, that's cute. And just like I said, randomly doing it, not like in a one direction. There, so far, okay. Okay, nice. One more. Ta-da! Okay, some inside as well. Okay, so I've added those inside and all around. Now I'm going to add red dots. Yes, it's hard. It's hard for me to stop. Okay, just a little bit of red. Just like a berries. 3 dots. So that it'll show up. Where is that? There. 3 dots. That's it. Not too much. I'll try to control. And then 3 dots. Might be Christmassy, but I guess that's okay. I'm just adding a little bit of water because this underglaze did dried out. And also I'm trying to let these 3 colors kind of connect somehow. And I think this is a good way to do that. Okay, there's one more right there. Where are you connecting from? If you feel like talking. If not, that's totally fine. Okay. And then just random spots. You see the turquoise is kind of very light, but when I add that red, it's bringing some kind of like a color popped because I feel like it's very faded already. I don't know why. I like the turquoise color personally, but I'm not really sure how come it's disappearing when I wanted it to be show up as bright as the amethyst color. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Oh, it is for sure looking Christmassy. Festive is good. Okay, I use too much. There, tap it right there. Oh, last one more spot. Just oops. Didn't mean to hurt you. Okay. Is it all covered? Oops. I keep hitting this. I don't know. There. Okay, so this is I try so hard not to touch it, but this is what we have towards the side of it. Okay, this is inside, and this is on the bottom, and this is kind of like when you place it, you will still be able to see the design. Okay, there. Although I'm still kind of stopping myself because I like the colors inside of these flowers to be kind of like red or some different like orange maybe, but I'm trying to stop it because I feel like I'm overdoing it. I wanted to stop it somewhere, and I wanted to keep going. I don't know why. And for some reason, that's matching with this piece of cloth that I have. And okay, so there's. Oops, I made it stop. Can somebody unstuck? Okay, there. You see this one, Yashika? You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are the flowers. Kind of like a buds, rose buds.
Did you use this stem?
This one. And then, yeah, okay. So, personally, which one is your favorite? The smaller, medium, large. Which one is your favorite?
All.
All of them? No, you have to pick one. Well, to be honest, all of these are my favorite as well because they're cute and adorable, so I kind of like them all. Yeah, like that. They're supposed to, I guess, go like this, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, what?
Did you use this stem?
I did. You're smart, you know. Yeah. And I'm gonna underglaze. I'm gonna use like the transparent glaze on all of these, and I'm going to continue using the same. I'm using the inside. There is like the baby pink color, and outside I'm going to add. I'm thinking to go with like a different pattern because I want the pattern to be showing up. Yeah, I used lavender on the plant pot. Yeah, so I want this one, right? So I want this texture to be popping up. So I want to add like a different color pop. But for now, let me continue using. That's the underglaze. So yeah, let's not use too much underglaze because I feel like that's not gonna give you. It's like very kind of like a. Unless I'm using any of the designs, I feel like it's very kind of bland. Like
It's not.
You know the color. It's like you know the color what you're going to see already. I wanted it to be like a surprise. When you open the can, you'll be like, whoa, that is so beautiful. Versus like, okay, I think I know what I wanted to see. So yeah, I want like the wow factor to be there. I don't know, it's just me. I hope it's just me, but yeah. Hi, Ramya. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so I want that to be like there. That's why I'm not using underglaze. I let like all the underglazes to be like, that's okay. Let them go. But yeah. How is the weather? Like, what's the weather like in Texas? Is it like too hot? Too humid? I mean, it's very hot. Today it's very hard. Sitting in my garage, it's too hot. Yeah.
Higher than 100.
Higher than 100?
Like maybe 103, 104.
We have to do the guessing game. How about we keep guessing what's the weather like? 104? I think it's somewhere around 106. Oh my god, that'd be way too much. Maybe 103.
Yeah.
104, 103.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll do like 101. 101. Which one? 100? Oh, last week. What about this week? What was the weather like this week? Now, especially because we are betting. We're betting that's gonna be. What is ours? I think it's about 100. Yeah, it was in 103 a couple of days ago, but I haven't checked today. But
Yesterday.
I am. It was 103 yesterday too.
Yeah.
Okay, well then there you go. Okay.
104 or 103.
104. Okay. Okay. So the pink. It's very hard because of the shadow you can't see it all. 92 now. We both are completely not even close.
92 what?
92 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. It's Fahrenheit.
Here?
No, not here in Texas. So we both are not. We expect way too much. Well, I guess at least it's not hot enough. Thank you. Look at you. Thank you for showing up. But yeah, I'm planning on doing these kind of things because it's just so fun. Otherwise, I'll be sitting in the garage all by myself and like doing this over and over again, not even talking. So I'll be way too much focused, which is good. But I just wanted these to be kind of like appreciated by others, to be honest. So yeah, I like it. I like it to kind of do a bit of show off. Not really. But yeah, this is a cute little. So there is that detail. It is very hard to see, but this is the inside, the hot baby pink, and I think I'm gonna do a different color outside, which I'm still kind of going through because if I finish it inside, then I'll be able to do it outside completely, easily, freely. And I cannot wait. Like I'm hoping to get these glazed this weekend itself, hopefully, because I cannot wait. I've been waiting for too long. But yeah, okay. So this is our next one. I wish you can see the design and everything, but this is like a little heart that I got to tell you, Yashika, you were my inspiration on that because you gave me the heart and I started attaching it on all the cups and all the bowls. So thank you. And where is that? So let me use, oops, I'm making a mess here. But let me use red.
I think you first used it on this.
The mugs, yeah, I know. What is that? That's a rainbow?
I just know it a rainbow by this. They had like this. They gave it black, and then when we color, when we scratch it on here, when we color it on there.
You see the surprise color too? You see the surprise color? Is that what's happening?
This is the. I just made a bookmark.
Oh, nice. Look at you. You created something, huh? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna use red. Red, right? Pretty much red.
Yeah.
I'm going with red heart all the time. Hi, sweeties. Ramya is saying hi, sweeties, to both of you.
Huh?
Hi, sweeties, to both of you. Can you say hi?
Hi. My name is my sister's name is Jessica, and my name is Srinidhi, and my mom's name is Bindu.
Oh, I named our channel Hima, so I think most people know by that.
And it's also this one is also called Hima.
Oh, okay.
Bindu.
So I have
Potters.
a bit of a...
This is us. We are the Potter helpers.
Oh, you were the Potter helpers?
Okay.
Oh no, I think I showed you last time. What kind of a mess was it? So, okay, there's the heart.
I
I'm
have
still
to stand
finishing
because I
it up.
don't have to stand on your legs because I don't have shoes.
Mm.
I have to stand on your skirt because I don't have shoes.
Huh?
Oh no, just delete that thing, please.
Yeah, go for it because I
second
feel
one.
it's very hot, but I just wanted to finish these at least by the end of today. That way we get to see like the pots. It's the heart, okay? It's the cute little heart.
Can I paint with this little water?
No, it's the glaze that I made. I mean, the glaze that I made. So please go inside and enjoy your ice cream.
We didn't even get ice cream.
You do have some. Okay. Okay.
I don't want ice cream anymore.
Yeah, that's cute. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bit of a mess because I have to. I wanted these to be kind of showing up. So I wanted to let these run like that so that it goes into the grooves of the design and that will pop off. Let me show you what I mean. So once I just clean it, well, I have to wait to let it dry completely. That way you'll be able to see. But you see the lines, how they're showing off? That's what I'm expecting to see. So I'm using red because what else is the brighter ones that I can use? I just feel like red shows up so good. And I will show you what I was talking about because can you give me that red cup one? You know? Can you give me that red cup one?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Let me show it, please.
Sure. Okay. Enjoy.
Inside there's that reddish color. And outside it's little good. That's how it is.
Okay.
Look at this. And it's not coming off.
Okay, this was a bit of a kiln accident, but this is the one that I'm trying to achieve. So you just add like red inside the texture that you do, and like you just wipe it out. You see the texture clearly.
I'm show a silly thing. It should be like this is a silly thing which I made on top.
No.
Is it already there? I haven't seen. అదే ఓవల్ షేప్ కదా అది ఎక్కడ ఉన్నది నువ్వే పట్టుకోదమ్మా సేఫ్గా నువ్వే పట్టుకోట్లా I want to do so.
Oh, that was ready to.
This is the showpiece which broke. And can I show you a beautiful one which broke?
Oh no, that's gonna break my heart.
Your heart?
No, that's fine because I have to break so many hearts to make the best ones.
Do you see that printable?
I know, right?
If you come to Windows house, then you'll feel it.
Then you'll see it? Okay.
Yeah, you can feel it. Look at this small little bowl. Not printed yet.
Okay, this is the help that they do all the time. Okay, I'll let it dry and then I'll be able to wipe off. Oh no. Who made it?
Yashika that I just told you.
Oh, okay. Say Mama, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for the texture that is above this grooves, so that when I wipe it off completely, it will be pretty. I actually need a big one.
You will be like, what?
Oh, where's my
How is this possible?
What?
Mama, can you please move this bucket? I can just move it with my leg.
Sure, ma'am. And you're in a mood to show this to everybody? Okay.
You can look at that just in case you want.
Okay. Me?
No.
Oh.
While.
Oh, okay.
Let me put it forward. And
Okay.
this one, which you can also see.
Okay. I'll let you take over, ma'am.
This is a mama bird.
Oh, sorry. Oh, those are okay. So that is the mama bird, and these two are like baby
This
birds.
is the back, and I'll show you a surprise little bit. What? I already showed you. Flip there. Flip turn.
Come this side and show it, so that we'll be able to access the glaze.
And let me also show you one tone of color.
Oh, okay.
Which will be beautiful. Which you all, I don't think you've seen it.
We were just watching it, my dear.
I'm just trying to show you a way which they can see towards a
Oh, okay.
inside towards ఇట్లా చూపిస్తా స్పెషల్ వేలో.
Okay, thank you. When she took over, I finished. Oops, sorry. Yeah. I just finished this. So once this is dried out, I will wait. Can you put them back, please, Milo? Thank you. Okay. So when I clean it, it'll be able to show the design. Yeah, careful. And I'm not gonna do anything inside. I just am trying to keep it minimalistic, and I mean it. Okay, but inside, no, there is no room. I already have so many that I just was pulling it all over my table. I'll show you.
This is what my friends made from school. They came to our house and made it.
Nice. So you're showing your friends' designs now.
No, I just decided to show my ranger. That's all.
Okay.
I want to show you
Should
something which is
technically
not
weight it a
pottery.
little bit more.
Amma, can I show something but I won't do anything?
Okay. What is it?
On the spot. You won't do anything. You
Okay.
break out.
Okay.
Outside computer.
Okay.
It'll be like, oh. It'll be funny.
Okay.
I was in a pot like a lotus stone.
See, I'm making a mess on my dress, so.
Amma, just one time.
Okay. I think I need to let it dry because I'm clearly seeing that the glaze is kind of running off. What? What's that? Okay, put it here. Okay, now it's available. Go for it. Go for it. Aw, you're my little designer, huh?
That's so cute. Which is already glazed.
Uh-huh.
And it's so good.
Uh-huh.
It is already fired.
Uh-huh.
You see that I'm doing it. It's not breaking. And you see that sound. It's also not
Huh?
like breaking at all.
Okay.
But it got some cracks anyways.
Oh, okay. You got some cracks?
People who doesn't know, just go to a place where you see where you see wheels, like a wheel with the buttons, and then buy one and tell when you buy, once you look at one, you go tell the owner. Then he'll tell you what pottery is. Ask what is pottery. Okay?
Okay.
And then he'll tell you.
Separate. Okay.
That's what he'll tell you.
So for now, I think we are so good. So I'm gonna finish the rest. But let me show you how it is. Right now, it's a bit of a mess. I'm so embarrassed to show you this, but I'm gonna show this. Anyways, okay, there are things all over. Let me show you. Okay, there it's fully kind of like drying out pieces, and there's my little bucket, and that's my little one trying to show. And yeah, there's quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to take care of all these, and I will be doing some clear glaze, and I will probably come live tomorrow. So hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, bye.
Bye.
Okay, one more last piece, okay?